What's up, you guys? This is video 5 of dissecting anime, and I'm going to continue on what I was talking about in the last video, which is creating the perfect anime shonen. Um, Again, I will go with, let's go back to world building and let's go to locations. I would like for this anime to have more interesting locations, you guys, because a big issue with a lot of anime shows is they don't really have a lot of shonen anime is they don't have a lot of unique locations. Okay, for example, in Dragon Ball Z, they're always fighting in the freaking wasteland. That can get tiring. Or they're fighting in future Trunks' city. They're always fighting in like West City, I believe. And that can get kind of old. It's like I want to see more locations. Even though Dragon Ball Z tricks you into thinking that it has extremely deep world building when it doesn't. It's like weird. Because they go to unique places, but they're like it's always like a wasteland. It's like weird. It like contradicts itself. Dragon Ball Z is so unique because of these reasons. I love Dragon Ball Z, but it's like weird. It's like you could make the argument that it does have world building, but you can make the argument that it doesn't have any. But I get burnt out of people fighting in forests and fighting in freaking wastelands. That can get kind of old. A lot of anime shows do this, you know, or they're fighting in like a generic city. I would like more interesting locations, especially when it comes to the cities. Make the cities unique. I want to see. Even Pokemon does it pretty well, where it makes every city seem different, even though the cities are really simple. They always feel different because the Pokemon Center looks different, and the gyms look very unique. And they always have unique Pokemon. So that's something that anime mangas creators, mangakas could use for their own stories is creating unique areas, create a unique city. Make all the buildings of the city be in the sky. Make all the buildings, example, One Piece, Sabaody, make a bubble city. Make the cities on the edge of a mountain. Make the cities inside a cave. Make the cities, like One Piece, Fishman Island underwater. Make a city where it's located inside of a TV. Like make it just some unique stuff. Just make it really unique. I feel like a lot of anime and manga they don't do that. The only ones that I can think of make that have like unique cities and whatnot and unique areas would be Hunter x Hunter and a One Piece. And this one is more of a webtoon or a manhwa. Tower of God. I like Tower of God because Tower of God gives you so many different locations and different areas. And even this isn't even a freaking anime or manga or webtoon, but even like Infinity Train. Infinity Train has very unique areas, and I feel like this is where a lot of anime and manga lack. They don't create very unique areas. They should make more like was it steampunk type areas, and you can use some of the same elements in different islands, just make it unique. Like for example, Punk Hazard in One Piece. Half the island is ice, half the island is in flames. And then it's like it has this spoilers, but it's like it's like that because Aokiji and Akainu both fight each other on that island. It makes it really cool because it gives the island history. That's another thing. They got to make the areas have history. You know, it's a problem that a lot of anime don't have either. Is that they don't and mangas is that they don't get deep into the history of things. Another thing is, let's see, what else do we have? Less characters that feel samey, meaning you don't want to have characters where their whole personality is just tropes. Oh, you got the angry girl. Oh, you got the angry guy. Oh, you got the passive girl who wears glasses. You got the passive guy. You got the feminine guy. You have the masculine swordsman woman. You got the masculine swordsman. You got the scared little girl. You got the scared little boy. You got the tough little boy with a chip on his shoulder. You got the tough little girl with a chip on her shoulder who tries to fight giant adult men. Just like the old kind of cliches. It's like, have something unique. You know, you can use the same tropes but make them unique. So, for example, have a little boy and a little girl who are both hard-headed and have chips on their shoulders, and have them team up and have them fight adult men. That'd be more interesting than just having one of them. But yeah, there's a lot of cliches that should most definitely be cleaned up. That would make the ultimate, the ultimate anime for me or manga is having more interesting locations. You know, take the locations of One Piece, take the strategic battles of Hunter x Hunter, take the storytelling of One Piece, the storytelling of Naruto, the storytelling of Hunter x Hunter, and kind of mix those all together and make the adventure, take the adventure aspect also from Pokemon, because Pokemon just feels like an endless adventure. You know, you want your story to be endlessly enjoyable. I feel like that's a thing that people need to do when they're making mangas, when they're making webtoons, when they're making light novels, when they're making novels, is to make your story endlessly enjoyable. You know, I don't get bored when I'm watching it. One Piece, I never get bored watching it. Pokemon, I never get bored watching it. Hunter x Hunter 1999, I never get bored watching it. I go back and watch all three of those all the time because they're so enjoyable. They're so fun. The adventure aspect of them is so high. I love the music. You know, it's like mixing, just putting those all together would be the ultimate story to me, which is why I'm highly inspired by them. But yeah, so that's all I really have to say, and I hope I see you guys in the next one.